If we may now go ahead and switch over to one more topic, and that would be the fact that Post has had a few handfuls of athletes that have played here at Post High School and went on to play at the next level, and we have another one coming up. And it's a guy who started 4 years on the football team, happens to be a close friend of yours, and that's Mason Wright. Your son is going to go to WT.
Yeah, I'm excited. He lives with me, yeah. I'm excited. He, Mason has loved track. He's loved throws his whole life. I mean, he's, I'm in year 29 of being a throws coach, so he's lived with a throws coach for 29 years. But he started carrying discus and shot around when he was about 5 years old.
Wow.
And by the time he was a fifth grader, he was already getting rotations in the ring and learning the process, and then he just fell in love with it. When we were living in North Texas, I had him with a throws group that really accelerated his love for it. The throws community within a team is they're kind of the shadow dwellers. They don't get a whole lot of attention. They're not down there at the mile relay, or they're usually one of the first events to go, and then they're done for the day. When you embrace the throws community and the kids that get really involved in throws, they just take so much pride in it. And when you can get them all together in one spot, which was that North Texas Throws Club that Mason was in, they really develop a love for it. He's been following throws online for years and he's become a throws guru himself, and doesn't hurt that he's as strong as he can be. And so it all worked out. What I love about it, without getting emotional, is the fact that he's going to get to realize his dream, that he's always wanted to do this.
Nice.
And couldn't have happened at a better place.
Which is?
West Texas A&M.
And you're familiar with that because why?
Yeah, that's my alma mater.
Okay, I thought so, yeah.
Not that I was pushing that or anything, but really and truly that kind of came to him. One of the assistant throws coach at WT is Luke Holcomb, who was a Floydada thrower.
Okay.
And Luke left Floydada and went to WT to throw, and kind of became a little throwing legend there at WT. And last year was his senior year. Well, he's staying on with a master's and is doing the recruiting right now. And as soon as he got certified to recruit, Mason was the first guy that he called.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, they developed a relationship through the regional meets. Our regional meet is at WT, and Luke always ran those events off. And just totally by chance, I'll never forget this, last year, Mason won the region in the shot put. And we look up, and Mason, I said, let's go eat something, you're a regional champ. What do you want? And I think we went to McDonald's. And we go sit down as me and Michelle and Mindy and Mason, and all of a sudden, here's Luke Holcomb. He shows up. He's just coming to eat too. Well, he ends up sitting right beside us, and we visit, and we got to know him even better, and he was going to help Mason learn to throw the hammer. At that time, he was a senior in college, so it wasn't any NCAA violation. He was going to help Mason learn how to throw the hammer. Well, that never materialized. But anyway, they had built a relationship through those 3 years. And then when Luke became a coach there, it was kind of a no-brainer. Mason's had some other opportunities and some other visits and whatnot, but this one really stuck with him.
Nice.
So.
Great building taking place here. Now,
how's his? I know I bring it up because he missed the playoffs because of his knee. But so how's his workout and his off season been this year or so far this spring?
It's been good. He hasn't slowed down hardly at all. Now I did give him a break between surgery and the beginning of the spring semester. I told him, I said, you need to rehab and let it heal. Interesting thing about that process, he had that meniscus repair, and he went in at 7 a.m. and by 10:30 he was walking out of that place. And it's completely bizarre to me, but that thing is so non-invasive now. He had 2 incisions with the scope. They went in there and cleaned it up. cleaned it out, and literally within an hour of going in, he could straighten his leg back out again.
Wow.
You know, that meniscus tear had it to where he could not extend his leg all the way. Walked out of there. He's been throwing for 4 weeks and lifting. He is probably bigger and stronger than he's been since he's been here. His throws are already ahead of where they would normally be. And he's juiced up and ready to go. I think this deal with WT has given him a lot of excitement and happiness, and more so than he's had since he's been here. So it's been a good thing. He's doing well, and I hope he can stay on track. And you know, he's got some lofty goals. He wants to be state champion in shot. He wants to throw 60 foot.
He can do it.
I think so too. You know, he hit 58.2 last year at area, scratched it by just a little bit. He just brushed the toe board, and they measured it for him, and it was legitimately 58.2. And so if he is lucky enough to go 60 and goes out and earns a 60-footer, that'll put him in the top 4 in the history of 2A.
Wow.
Right
Awesome.
now, I think actually it'll be top 3. I think first place is 65, second place is 61. Kid that he threw against when he was a freshman, and then third place is 60'7". So if he can break 60'7", he can get in the top 3 of the state. You know, in history, that's
Well,
pretty
we'll
cool.
be pulling
too.
for him.
Yeah, he's going for it.
So he's been to state 2 other times so far?
He's
Has it
been to
3?
state 3 every
Okay.
year. He's been
Since a freshman. Okay.
Yeah, he's been every year, and we got to keep putting one foot in front of the other, just like in any other sport. You know,
Yep.
Got to go play them one throw at a time.
Yeah, if you had to give an early outlook, because we're about just a little over a month away from the track season actually starting, how would you say, if you had to have an early feel for the track teams this year, what do you think the outlook is for them?
You know, for our track team, or like our district, or
I guess the track team. Do you think we could send more than 2 competitors to state this year?
I do. I look for us to make a run at a relay or 2 also. Coach Pat and I were just talking about that yesterday. I think, you know, Mason's got a legitimate chance in both events. Of course, Sean's got a legitimate chance. And then our relays are all reloading pretty good, 3 out of 4 on each relay, I think. So I'm pretty excited about that. Of course, we're going to miss Ian and Duck in track season. Those 2 guys were just so fast, but we're reloading with some pretty fast kids too. And I think the ones that we had that were on those relays are going to get even better. And so I'm excited. I know that, you know, we've got a chance at the district championship in the pole vault, shot, disc, you know, and then it's just this class is so thick with athletes, you know, this group that we've got right now. I think we're going to reload well. New Deal will have something to say about that. New Home will have something to say about that. Those guys, you know, they're competitive in everything they do. And, you know, nobody's going to walk through it.
Yeah, and then the area meets at Abernathy, so there ain't no telling what's going to happen over there either.
Yeah, you know what, though? That was one of my favorite track meets of the year, man. I thought that went well over there for the most part. I like going to, you know, track meets at places that know what they're doing and have good facilities. Man, I love it. So.
All right, guys. We'll wrap things up. Anything else you want to add? Coach?
No, I think I'm good. I appreciate you guys for doing this. It's a good update for the spring, and try to keep everybody abreast of what's going on, and we appreciate you guys.
Well, there's excitement in the air, and we're going to live it through, so it's going to be a good time in the next year. So thank you for all that you do.
Well, I appreciate it.
And thank you for your time.
Yes,
For
sir.
Coach John Wright and Russ Morris, I'm Jim Plummer, and thank you all for watching.
Keep hope alive, everybody.